All right, all right. This is a short one, guys. Don't worry on our short little nighttime stream. Someone sent this. It was interesting. I wanted to look at it. It just interests me. It's apparently from Jacksepticeye's video editor talking about Matthew Patthew, about why he's leaving YouTube. He claims to have the real understanding of why, and he might. He probably does. It says, I know the real problem with YouTube. So I'm like kind of interested. I don't think that there's a problem. I think that we are at a spot where YouTube is relatively new. You know, this is the first time that we're seeing quote unquote YouTube veterans. This is the first, I guess, generation that we're going to start seeing it. You have people who maybe started in their teens or 20s and they've worked for a decade or so in a career that is most of the time kind of volatile, where, you know, you can make a ton of money and then you burn out, and they kind of see that and they're like, you know what, I want to go out clean. If you look at a TV show, TV shows don't typically last 15 years. Grey's Anatomy, stop. It's time to move on. And so they just kind of want to go out on their own terms before they inevitably burn out, right? Because it happens to everybody in some capacity. So I get it. I think that's really it. You know, I also think that there's a level of them putting on maybe like a character, and sometimes that can be tough. You know, even if it's not a massively different person. I'm not saying MatPat is massively different, but obviously you're going to be putting on a little bit more of a show when you're doing a very meaningful video, and that could be a burnout as well. You know, so I get it. I think part of it also probably has to do with the shift towards short form content, but that is just how the landscape is going. We're just shortening it up, you know? And frankly, I'm okay with that transition a little bit because there's still a place for long form content. But then also, I've came from doing short form content like TikToks and stuff, so it's not like lost to me on how to do that. So anyway, I guess I also make lower effort content, so it makes it easier for me. You know, we gotta acknowledge that one as well, friends. But anyway, let's get this party started. Let's see what Jacksepticeye's daddy has to say.
As YouTube grows older year by year, it gains a plethora of new creators taking a crack at making their own content with hopes of becoming famous, making money, or doing it simply just for fun. But with the
fun is cringe, by the way.
Passage of this time comes the inevitable decline of older channels as trends fade, fan bases move on, and people grow older.
And fan bases grow older.
Sometimes, though, the passage of time affects these creators in an entirely different way. While most fade, others quit abruptly, continue on unhindered the way they began, or change. And there is no better example of a creator who embodies the concept of change better than Miss Breezy.
What the fuck? That wasn't even the video, dude! That's not even the video! Fuck! Sorry, that was a different video that wasn't supposed to play there.
Hi, I'm Jacksepticeye's editor.
It's a different guy. Cut that out, editor. What the fuck was that?
Trey Yates, and I've been working with him.
What the fuck did I just do? It was almost so relevant. It was almost so relevant to the actual topic we were discussing.
And many different YouTubers for the better part of 7 years now.
Okay.
I want to talk about...
Sorry, I missed what he said, because I know...
I've been working with him and... Hi, I'm Jacksepticeye's editor, Trey Yates, and I've been working with him and many different YouTubers for the better part of 7 years now.
Did he say... Oh, his name is Trey Yates.
I want to talk about the real reason why MatPat is leaving. Also, apologies in advance. I have a script over here that I'm going to keep on looking at.
He said he was Jacksepticeye's video editor, right? Like, I didn't imagine that. I'm like, literally, my brain is scattered because I'm so annoyed that I fucked that up for 30 seconds.
I wrote this up pretty quickly. I just wanted to get this out there.
Okay,
thank you.
Thanks,
this
bro.
is all stemming from my personal experience within the industry, but I do truly believe that this is what's happening with YouTube right now.
Okay.
YouTube veteran MatPat is quote-unquote retiring after 13 years on the platform. And I want to clarify...
Which isn't really I think he's just kind of... he's going to be doing more behind-the-scenes work, so...
The man has been married basically since he started his YouTube channel.
Damn, cringe.
Both he and his wife had worked endlessly for the past 13 years on their channels. And they also have a son who's a lot older than I was expecting. He's like 5, 6, 28, I don't know. This follows Dan TDM uploading far less frequently now. Stampy ending his Minecraft series after 823 episodes.
Whoa, weird.
And Tom Scott.
Dude, shut up. Sorry. Thank you so much for the 13-month small gut from Omega Ocean. 5 guys sucks ass. Bland unseasoning burgers. I farted. Listen, dude, shut up. You don't even know anything.
Ending main channel uploads.
You're ugly, dude.
Well, the reason why I'm making this video is in response and in addition to this video that Ludwig posted 4 hours ago. I'm going to go ahead and play.
Thanks for the 1 month sub, the beast ability. What's with the short streams lately? Literally only today has been short streams. What are you talking about? Today I did a stream, and I even said at the end I was going to see my mom. And then I'm doing a short stream because I just felt like there's some important information, well, not important, but something to talk about. Get out of here.
But
Shut
I
up.
think the reality is that when you start becoming a YouTuber, you have the dream of wanting to become a YouTuber, you just throw shit at the wall. Whatever it is, whatever creative you are good at, or you think is funny or fun or helpful to the world,
sure,
you just keep doing it. You know, MatPat had game theory, but you get the idea. When something sticks, you do it.
He hits the nail on the head right there. And I wanted to add on to it by talking about YouTube's biggest problem for years and years now. And that's that they want everything automated. For proof of what I'm saying, upload a video that has any pop song in it. Start reacting to TikToks or something and upload those to your channel. You know when a creator says that they can't upload that day because something got...
I'm so confused. What does he mean automated?
A copyright claimed or something got age restricted?
Sure.
That's what I'm talking about. That wasn't by a human. That was by YouTube's algorithm and AI and the robot behind the scenes claiming their video automatically.
Sure.
Now, that's kind of besides the point.
What's wrong with that?
We need to get back to MatPat because the algorithm behind the scenes is making the rules and making sure that the machine is still running. And therein lies...
So just to be clear, I always want to talk about this when it comes to the algorithm. When it comes to the content that you're seeing and you're engaging with, part of that is the algorithm and part of that is what you want to see. And so, and I could just be misreading, but a lot of times I see the creator going, man, the algorithm really hates me right now. When in my opinion, the reality is that people's content demands are shifting. What they want to engage with is shifting. And it could be drastic. It could shift between what the type of content people want to see. Maybe they don't want to see as many video game stuff. Maybe they want to see, like, I don't know, more like kind of live streaming content creators like myself, like parasocial and whatnot. Maybe it's shifting towards shorts type content. Maybe, well, it definitely is. And so I see people often blame. It's like, oh man, it's just that the algorithm is it. People change, man. They grow up, they get different, and especially when you're doing like video game stuff. And if you're young and you start doing stuff like that, that's going to change, man. Your audience is going to get older, and they're probably going to shift a little bit. So just something to say. Obviously, the algorithm does shift, too, because YouTube is trying to figure out how best to get content to you that you want to see to maximize dollars. But I think that a lot of it is the human aspect of it is shifting. What humans are wanting to consume. And so that's just something to think about.
Is the problem.
Is a shadow ban real? Yeah, probably. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Like that's the thing is on TikTok, I'll upload videos and sometimes they'll get like abysmal views, like 500 views. And then I got a video yesterday that did 900,000. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't even, TikTok is like not even close to my main platform anymore. But it's just, I feel like TikTok itself is so inconsistent. Shorts content is very bizarrely, and there's something about YouTube that's pretty consistent in my opinion. I'll get some pops every once in a while, but overall I can kind of estimate, like I'll do pretty well in this video. I won't do well in this. TikTok, I have no fucking idea. Maybe I'm just getting old.
With why MatPat got burnt out, why he's taking a step back to behind the scenes so he can work on game theory, food theory, film theory, all of those projects.
Cum theory.
It's because he found his stride, it worked for him. And the algorithm wanted him to keep going and doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's the issue.
Well, I guess, again, people probably more than the algorithm.
The algorithm wanted MatPat to be the machine, but he's not. As much of a hard worker as Matt.
Why was again? Everybody likes, if you go to a creator for a thing, you're probably going to want to see them do that thing more often. So when you say the algorithm, I feel like
MatPat is
maybe I'm nitpicking.
As much as people put him on a high pedestal, MatPat is still a human, and that's happening with every single creator. I know it happens for Sean too. We talk about it all the time. How
is that Jacksepticeye? Who the fuck's Sean?
He's getting overworked and stressed, and I feel it sometimes too. And it's scary doing it that way. Because sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you have a video that doesn't bang.
I think that's where the real stress comes in, is when you put a lot of effort into something and it doesn't go well. Like when I used to do a lot of work at my old job, and like I was never burnt out from doing too much like physical labor. I was always burnt out from like the stress of like an asshole boss, or sometimes, the county's breathing down your neck for a period of time, and it's more the stress of those things, not so much the work itself. I feel like that's pretty normal for most jobs, and you're kind of going to engage with that stress a lot, and that uncertainty. So
as much, and that's terrifying whenever you need to keep your channel alive. You watch older YouTubers who upload every day, and it sounds like the life is getting sucked out of them.
Suck the life out of me, daddy.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have someone like H-Bomber who uploads a fantastic video once a year. But the reason why he does that is because the video is so polished and there's so much production to it that is basically like a goddamn movie. For him, it's like 2 goddamn movies. That video was 4 hours long. It's because this
I just felt that the guy had a lot of money and he could just kind of fuck around and do whatever he wanted. So he does like 1 video every year.
Automation that expects so much work and so much production out of the creators is not just...
Shut the fuck up. Is that why you don't put in any effort? Listen, I do put some effort into my content, okay? Relax. Just chill out.
It's tiring, but it's also dehumanizing. And eventually, that gets to you. None of us want to do that forever. Unlike AI and robots...
Obviously not as much. And listen, a lot of these guys who put effort into their content, a lot of times they hire other people to edit their stuff too, okay? So relax. Shut up. Stop fucking criticizing me. You're fucking mean, dude.
We continue to grow. And I hate the other sides things, but
yeah, actually is one of the reasons. I like doing low effort content. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm not ashamed of it. Oh, Papa God, your effort's low. Good. Your content's low effort. Fuck you. Yeah. I'm fucking privileged, dude. I used to work like fucking 12, 13-hour days sometimes. I'm happy to come on and do a fucking 3-4 hour stream and then do like maybe an hour or 2 video editing for like shorts or clips and thumbnails, and a lot of that time is just waiting for it to render. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't care. Who the oh, you don't work hard. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you bro. Oh, hey, listen, I'm not the guy. I'm not the union guy that's like, yeah, brother, I work 27 hours a fucking day. No overtime. That's not me, dude. That's not me. That's not who I am. I'm on a straight vibe, brother. Fuck you. I don't take it insultingly at all. All right? Anybody who's like, I love working hard. I enjoy working hard sometimes when it matters. Okay, shut the fuck up. Like imagine you're the guy working at McDonald's. Yep, I pulled up for a 10-hour day today. Fucking, I worked real hard. Who cares? You know what I mean? I'm winning. I'm winning at life, dude. I'm married to my wife that I love a lot. I'm on a straight vibe, chilling. You know what I mean? Fuck you.
Regardless of all of this, I do understand why YouTube is like this. This is a user-generated platform. And with so many people on this earth, anyone can upload whatever they want to this channel.
True that.
Website, whatever. And that is a lot to keep up with.
Sure.
Eventually, you do have to rely on some automation before some crazy guy in his basement starts uploading videos of him skinning baboons. But I do have an answer.
Sounds like good content.
For YouTube. Stop giving so much power to your algorithm. Start making it easier for YouTubers to make the videos that they want to make by negotiating the time that it takes to make those videos versus the frequency of when those videos should be uploaded.
What the fuck does that mean? I'm not trying to be an asshole. What does that mean? I don't understand the logistics of what this guy is talking about. Like all the struggles, I get it. Totally. Especially for content creators who actually put a lot of effort into their stuff. But what is he talking about?
Stop giving so much power to your algorithm.
Just to be clear, your algorithm is also the people engaging in your content.
Start making it easier for YouTubers to make the videos that they want to make by negotiating the time that it takes to make those videos versus the frequency of when those videos should be uploaded.
You can already do that. You just said H-Bomber Guy releases a video once a year. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand this guy's point. I think that I don't get it. You're in the Wild West on the internet. People exist on the internet. The higher quality your videos are, whatever that quality means, the more you're going to get pushed in the direction. You know, frequency can definitely help, but sometimes there's so like content saturation, and frequency isn't always necessarily good because if the quality's low, it won't be as good. Like when I was posting 3 videos a day, like I wasn't getting as many views. I noticed the last time I hit a pop, I said, let's just do 2 a day. And I started doing 2, and I can find, for the content that I do, I can find enough stuff to talk about for 2 videos a day that people will enjoy on my channel. I'm like very fortunate enough to be in multiple pockets. I mean, like the Destiny pocket, the H3 pocket, the Hassan pocket, the Hot pocket, the Red Pill pocket. I'm like, so I'm fortunate. And then like, obviously, again, they're just reactions, but the quality for what people want to see is higher, right? So there's saturation as well. Like you can put a lot out, you can put a little out. It's really just about what's your consistency level is and what consistent means to you. I just don't know how YouTube would do any of this. They're just trying to keep the platform alive. I mean, you could just post less content, and if it's good, YouTube's going to push it.
Give them a little bit more time. And I know it's because you want your ad revenue money, but you're being very greedy with it.
What?
And then on top of...
I just disagree. I mean, specifically because, like, obviously, all machines, you know, are driven to make money. But at the same time, I wouldn't call YouTube greedy because they give you 55% of the ad revenue. I just don't agree with these.
That add tools to your copyright claims and restrictions to make it easier for creators to get in touch with a real person in case their algorithm makes a mistake.
That would be nice. I agree with that. It would be nice to be able to get in contact with a fucking person. I definitely agree with that. Because like I have issues with that sometimes where I can't get in contact with a person over like a particular issue. You know, especially not the copyright, like when you get a strike, like a strike for something. I got like 2 or 3 last year that were unjustifiable, and I know that because they ended up reversing it, right? So I know it's unjustifiable at that point. But oh wait, these aren't locked already. So it'll be nice to be able to do that without having to go to Twitter and then wait like a week, right? So I agree with that, making it easier, because you have to go to Twitter too. Like if you get a copyright issue, or not a copyright, any real issue, you have to go and you have to contact somebody on fucking Twitter. You can't, because if you go through their automated system, they just reject your claim instantaneously. It's actually very annoying. So, but okay, I agree with that one.
And restricts a video for no good reason. It's these rules that are being set by the AI that the employees behind the scenes cannot change that's causing bottlenecks and hiccups for creators. It's time we fight back and put humans.
I mean, how big are the issues of like copyright stuff? How big is that the issue of that happening? Like
back in the seats to make the rules. Also, I'm going to be honest, I had a lot more thoughts on this earlier today, and I'm pretty sure I didn't remember them, but I genuinely do want to hear your thoughts on this matter. If you agree with what I'm saying, if you're confused, or if you think that I'm just plain wrong, and if you have an opinion on what's happening, please let me know, and I promise I'm not engagement farming. I do want to like open up a conversation of what's going on with YouTube right now and what you believe, but more or less, I want YouTube to take a step back, see all the changes that they've made over the past almost 20 years, and then see what changes they need to make and what changes they need to roll back.
I feel like they've overall YouTube's going in the right direction, and I appreciate that, because what the problem is that when YouTube shifts, it needs to be understood that like what might be good for you or some channels isn't necessarily good for everybody and all channels. And this is obviously very important that they focus on the entirety of the sphere, because if not, then the sphere is just going to die and they're going to get taken out by YouTube or this or that, or excuse me, TikTok. Which TikTok is making active efforts to try to be a longer form platform. They've gone up to 10-minute videos. And the unique issue that TikTok doesn't have is that they don't really have to worry about copyright strikes or copyright bullshit. It's actually very interesting. Like you don't really see video people go in there and like copyright claim a video, blah, 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 and all that other crap. So
I do love this platform and I do want to see it fixed, and I don't want to see all of my favorite creators go away, and I want them to be happy. Because this platform makes me happy. And I think there is a way to fix that.
Gooning?
I do want to share a funny MatPat story. And it's actually 2 instances. I met him 2 times last year. The first time was at
you guys kissed?
2023.
I
was leaving to go to an after party after all the big fights. And I actually ran into him and introduced myself, said, "Hey, I'm Trey, blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you." And then he just starts talking and just like so friendly and so nice. And he's actually engaging with you in conversation. And it's just like something I can't believe that this guy is so nice. And then we go outside and he's just flooded by a bunch of fans who just want to talk to him. And then I just walk to the after party afterwards. The second time I met him.
Somebody said he looks like the French president. Was it Emmanuel Macron or whatever? I don't know if I see it.
Was at Thankmas 2023 back in December. And I went up and introduced myself again, said my name, said, "Hi, I'm Trey." And he said, "Wait, didn't I meet you at Creator Clash?" That instance at Creator Clash only happened maybe 25 seconds, and he remembered me. And that just goes to show how, like, not only smart he is that he remembered me and remembered my face, but also how kind he is and how, like, I just love that guy.
Yeah, we should kiss him on the lips. Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, I agree that YouTube needs to be more user-friendly for its, like, creators. That would be really nice. Better systems to be able to get help when you need it. But at the end of the day, I think that whether people want to like agree with this or not, people kind of get mad at me when I make this point. I think that things are just changing. I think there's a mixture of things. I think one, we're finally seeing YouTube veterans because the platform's been around for 20 years, and two, things are just shifting because they have to stay alive, and people are upset about it because they've been doing a certain type of content for a long period of time, and that's pretty much it. You know, I think for MatPat, he's put a tremendous amount of work into like all the channels that he operates. He's been working a lot. I think he's just burning out in general. You can release at your own leisure. You don't have to necessarily dump tons and tons of work into there, but you want to stay competitive when you're competing with other people. And so you're doing that. That's not really a YouTube thing. That's just the competitive nature of the business. So you think it's changing for the worse? I think it's just changing in general. I don't think it matters that much. I think things are just changing, and you just got to adapt to it. Which is mostly you just have to make short form monetization pathways, and the short form content that they do is they monetize it really well. 45% of the profit for shorts. That's pretty good, I would say. Certainly better than TikTok. But even TikTok now, if you do short form, TikTok pays you for videos over a minute if you get into their creator fund. So it's like, you know, you get the double dip. So, yeah, cool beans, man.